old Major Dale I'll relate, possessed a fine house and a charming estate, whom when possible always his pleasure would take from morning till night in a boat on his lake. So a steam launch he bought from a neighboring pier, and learned how to start her, to stoke, and to steer. But part of the craft he omitted to learn, and to ease her, and to stop her and back to her stern. Well, one lovely spring morn from their moorings they cast, the first alight and the steam in full blast. As they cruised through the lake, oh, what pleasure was theirs! What congratulations, what swagger, what airs! Evening's come, said the Major, let's home for tonight. I'll pick up the mooring and make her all aright. Whilst you, my gay stoker, your wages to earn, just ease her and stop her and back her stern. Do what? Asked the stoker. Why, stop her, of course. Faith tells you, stopping a runaway horse. Just try it yourself, the field officer swore, but that was no use. They were nearly on shore. He swore it himself at the boat and the crew. He cursed at the funnel, the boiler and screw, but in vain. He was forced from his mooring to turn, shouting, ease her and stop her and back her astern. It was clear that on shore that they at night would not dine, so they drank up the brandy, the whiskey and wine. They finished the stew and demolished the cake as they steamed at full speed all the night round the lake. Weeks passed, and with terror and famine oppressed, one by one that ill-fated crew sank to rest. And grim death seized the Major before he could learn how to ease her and stop her and back her astern. And still round the lake their wild course they pursue, while the ghost of the Major still swears at the crew, and the ghost of the crew still reply in this mode, just ease her and stop her yourself and be blowed. Here's the moral, in Plymouth, whene'er you're afloat, don't use haughty words to your crew on your boat, and you're starting out, make this your deepest concern. Learn to ease her and stop her and back her astern. Young Molly Vaughan, come all you young gallants that follow the gun, beware of late shooting at the setting sun. For if little you know of what happened of late to young Molly Asthore, whose beauty was great. It happened one evening in a shower of hail. This maid in a bower herself did conceal. Her love being a shouting took her for a foe. He levelled his gun and shot Molly Vaughan. And when he came to her and found it was she, his limbs they grew feeble and his eyes could not see. His heart was broken with sorrow and grief, and with eyes up to heaven he implored for relief. He ran to his uncle with the gun in his hand, saying, Uncle, dear uncle, I'm not able to stand. I shot my own true lover, alas, I'm undone, while she was in the shade by the setting of the sun. I rubbed her fair temples and found she was dead, and the fountain of tears for my darling I shed. And now I'll be forced by the laws of the land, for the killing of my darling, my trial to stand. Killyburn Bray. There was an old man down by Killyburn Bray, right full, right flow, Ticklyburn lay. There was an old man down by Killyburn Bray, had a scolding old wife for the most of his day, with a right full that old, titty full that old, that day. One day as this man walked out to the glen, sure he met with the devil, says, "How are you then?" Says he, "The old man, I've come for your wife, for I hear she's the plague and torment of your life." So the devil he hoisted her up on his back, and hot full for hell with her then did he pack. And when at the finish they got to Hell's Gate, sure he threw her right down with a thump on the pate. There were two little devils there playing in ball, was the one he was wee, sure the other was small. There were two other devils there tied up in chains, and she lifted her stick and she scattered their brains. So the devil he hoisted her up on his back. They were 7 years going, 9 days coming back. Says he, "The old man, here's your wife safe and well, for the likes of herself we would not have in hell. Now I've been a devil the most of me life, but I never was in hell till I met with your wife." So it's true that the women is worse than the men, right full, titty for lay. So it's true that the women is worse than the men. When they go down to hell, they are thrown out again. With a right full that old, titty for low, full that old,